Have you ever felt like something, or someone, is quietly holding you back? What if the biggest obstacle to your growth isn't the world, but the people you surround yourself with, or even your own mindset? Today, we're diving deep into 6 unmistakable signs of a foolish person, all rooted in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. And fair warning, you might see a few of these signs in others, or in yourself. But awareness is the first step to change. Let's begin. The ancient Stoics, philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, weren't concerned with empty knowledge or clever words. They were obsessed with living a life of virtue, reason, and deep self-awareness. To them, wisdom wasn't about sounding smart. It was about mastering your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately, your destiny. On the flip side, foolishness wasn't about lacking education, it was about destructive mindsets and self-sabotaging behavior. As Epictetus famously said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." So, what does foolishness actually look like? 1. They refuse to listen or learn. Ever tried talking to someone who nods but doesn't really hear you? Fools are like locked doors. They shut out any new idea that challenges their pride. They're too afraid to admit they don't know something, so they double down on ignorance. Now, contrast that with Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, who wrote, "If anyone can show me my error, I will gladly change my ways, for the truth is my only concern." That's the mindset of true strength, humility over ego. Sadly, many choose the opposite. 2. They're easily offended. You've met them, the people who explode at even gentle feedback. Their pride is paper thin. Seneca believed that anger is a sign of weakness. He said, "A man's greatness lies in his ability to endure insults without resentment." Fools take everything personally. They see criticism not as a tool for growth, but as a personal attack. They burn bridges, destroy opportunities, and exhaust everyone around them. It's not strength, it's emotional immaturity in disguise. 3. They chase pleasure over purpose. Fools live for the next thrill. They overeat, overspend, and jump from one toxic relationship to another, always chasing a fleeting high. Seneca warned that the fool's life is empty of gratitude and full of fears. They're afraid of sitting still, of facing reality, of doing the inner work. But true fulfillment doesn't come from indulgence, it comes from discipline, alignment, and meaning. Watching someone spiral in the name of pleasure, it's both pitiful and painful. 4. They blame everyone but themselves. When things go wrong, fools are never at fault. They point fingers, make excuses, and refuse to take ownership. Epictetus nailed it: a man is not disturbed by things, but by the view he takes of them. Wise people own their reactions. Fools outsource their responsibility, and in doing so, give away their power. Worse, they spread that mindset to others. Spend enough time with someone who always blames the world, and you'll start seeing yourself as a victim too. 5. They talk more than they think. Ever noticed how the least thoughtful people often talk the most? Fools love the sound of their own voice. They interrupt, dominate, and throw out half-baked opinions like confetti. The Stoics believed in the power of restraint. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Better to trip with the feet than the tongue." Words matter. A wise person speaks with intention. A fool? Just noise, constant, empty, exhausting. 6. They fear change. The final, and perhaps most paralyzing, sign of foolishness is the fear of change. Fools cling to what's familiar, even when it's harmful. They resist growth, reject new ideas, and hide behind comfort zones. The Stoics taught that life is a game of moving pieces. You may not control what you're dealt, but you do control how you play. Fools would rather lose playing the same hand than learn a new one. It's tragic, because in avoiding discomfort, they also avoid becoming who they could truly be. So let's recap the 6 signs of foolishness. They refuse to learn. They're easily offended. They chase pleasure over purpose. They blame others for their problems. They talk more than they think. And they fear change. Recognizing these traits, in others and in yourself, isn't about judgment. It's about awareness. Because the Stoics believed that wisdom begins when we see our flaws clearly. Remember what Marcus Aurelius said: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. If this video opened your eyes or gave you something to reflect on, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who could use a little Stoic clarity. And if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. Let me know which of these signs hit hardest. Until next time, stay strong, stay wise, and stay stoic.